In the beginning of the movie, it is said that the business conditions in the United States are going very badly, seeing that the government has started a lottery scheme whose prize money is $3.6 billion. But there is also a dangerous thing along with it. The person who wins the money has to keep himself alive for 24 hours. During this time, any citizen can assassinate him, and if he succeeds in doing so, he will be the winner of this lottery.
Congratulations, Tala Amazan!
Today's lottery winner is Shane. All the hunter of the city have become enemies of his life. The only rule of this game is no one will use guns. Shane confronts these greedy people, beats them, and sneaks into a house where the old woman was taking care of the baby. Shane breathes a sigh of relief seeing the old woman. He smashes the woman's mobile phone so that she doesn't recognize her. But the next moment we see that the woman suddenly pulls out the gun from bag and kills Shane, and at the same time breaks the lottery ticket. The lottery team receives a message and arrives to hand over a big check to the lady. Next we see the main character of this film, Katie, who is a struggling actress and has come to New York for an audition. A father is using very abusive language in front of his daughter in the bus. This angers Katie, and she pretends to be a police officer and tells the man that if he doesn't treat her daughter well, she will put him behind bars. At that moment, this man's behavior becomes completely fine. The old woman comes to Katie and thanks her for teaching the man a lesson. After the woman gets off at the stop, Katie realizes that she has stolen her watch. There is a lot of tension on the road. People are becoming very violent. Meanwhile, we see a board on the road with a lottery countdown going on, which was going to be announced the next day. At the same time, Lewis's security company's ad was also running, seeing which Katie thinks that she wishes she had such a security team as well. Everywhere on TV was talking about tomorrow's jackpot. Meanwhile, we see John Cena offering security for only 10% of winning amount. Finally, Katie arrives at the house she booked online, which was not at all like the ad picture. Here she meets Shady and her boyfriend DJ, who were both mental cases. Katie falls asleep because she is too tired to get rid of both of them, but we get to see the ticket countdown once again. Next day, Katie wakes up with sewage water falling on her face. All her clothes were ruined by the sewage water. Seeing all this makes Katie very angry, as she has no other clothes to attend the audition. She immediately calls Shady and tells him about the sewage water ruining her clothes. Shady mental case says no need to worry. She can take my clothes on rent and go to audition. As Katie has no other option, she wears Shady's clothes and leaves for the audition, where there was already a long line of females. Katie has to pay a $400 entry fee to get in. During the audition, the director asks him to act a scene. Katie is taking out the dialogue page from her pocket when Shady lottery ticket accidentally activates. Katie does not perform well in the audition. As soon as she comes out, her fellow audition mate starts cheering her on. While the lottery result is announced, Katie has won the lottery worth $3.6 billion. These women start attacking him. She tries to kill Katie by picking up a chair to hit her. A woman started attacking her with a knife. Katie did not understand what was happening. She runs away from there and hides in the next room, where the people had also received the notification of Katie's lottery win. They all start fighting each other to kill Katie. Katie was constantly asking all of them, but he was not getting any answer. Everyone was trying to kill him. The karate instructor lifts Katie by her legs and slams her into the wall. The wall breaks and she wakes up in another hall. Now the women here also start attacking her. After all, while fighting, this big man is about to kill him by holding him by the neck. Meanwhile, John Cena reaches there to save him by breaking the wall. He demands 10% of the lottery to keep him alive for the next 24 hours. Katie agrees. John Cena fights everyone and makes them worse. No one can stand up to him, and saves him and takes him from here. He tells her all about the lottery on the way and that they have to keep running, because every 14 minutes the drone will send their location to people. John takes Katie in the car and leaves on the way telling her about the lottery ticket and how strange it is that you won the lottery and you don't know anything about it. Katie explains that she and her mom always like to watch movies. They don't watch the news because it's too distracting. Meanwhile, we see that the whole town has found out about Katie and they all take their weapons and go out to kill her. The biker gang sees them and starts attacking them with knives, fire bombs. Seeing all this happening, Katie is very scared and asks John how to end this game. He says for that they have to leave the city alive. At the same time, many bikers surround them inside a hall from which it seems very difficult to escape. John spins the car around, causing dirt to fly everywhere. Taking advantage of this, Jack takes the car and leaves there. Next, another biker gang attacks them, in which a woman is very dangerous. She jumps from the bike and enters through the back window of the car. And she starts attacking them with a knife. John asks Katie to be the driver and starts confronting her in the back seat himself. John kicks the woman out of the car wearing a helmet. After these attacks, his car was in a very bad condition, and they have to leave it. They both start walking. Katie suddenly realizes that she doesn't even know John. He can kill her and win the lottery. So she attacks John and runs away, while the police arrive. Katie starts running towards the police. John forbids her to go there, that they will also kill him for the lottery. And so it happens. They fire a taser gun at Katie. John grabs her and tells her to run away. Katie runs away and ends up on a busy street where she finds Drown chasing her once again. And with that, he sends his location to everyone. All those people started running after him with their weapons to kill him. Katie goes to an old museum nearby, and the man there recognizes her. Fortunately, he doesn't think this lottery system is good at all, and he tells her to hide inside the museum. She goes inside the museum. Katie asks Shady on the phone for her car so she can go out of town and finish the game. But she was constantly asking him about his location. Meanwhile, the statue lying behind starts to speak after touching Katie's hand. Shady Kitty's location is known by hearing this strange sound, and they both go in to kill him. The guard does not let them both inside because last time they would have caught them doing wrong things inside. Shady kicks the guard unconscious, and they both go inside and start looking for Katie. After seeing their actions, Katie knew that these people had also come to kill her. She tried to run away from there secretly. They both attack him and capture him. Katie tries to fight DJ by throwing mud in his eyes with a stick. But unfortunately, that stick gets stuck in the wall, and she falls very badly. Katie grabs the statue's head and attacks them both, injuring them, but as they run away, Shady throws an axe at her from a distance, because of which Katie gets injured. But she locks the gate and runs away from there as soon as she comes out. So the bus tourist guide recognizes her and she tells everyone in Mike to catch her, but before they can get to her, June arrives with a police car. Katie still doesn't understand John's contract, because if he kills her, she gets the full amount, and if he saves her, she gets only 10%, and if she quits, she gets nothing. Both of them are still arguing when a tourist car comes from behind and hits them. They both talk about going to a safe house. Katie knew of an artist who had a safe house in his house, and they both go there. The artist didn't know them both, so he didn't let them in. Meanwhile, the tourist guide also reaches there by taking a bus. Both of them forcefully enter. And before going to the safe row, they make the artist unconscious so that he cannot tell anyone the code. These two were sitting in the safe room watching all the activities outside with the help of cameras. Katie still couldn't believe John's loyalty. They both sit next to each other in the room and start telling about themselves. Katie tells that she always wanted to be a good actress. Her mother was also an actress. John explains that he is an expert in saving people's lives and has always been. And he will never kill anyone for money. And finally, these two start believing in each other. Shady and DJ had also reached the same point. Shady throws Artist into the pool to find out the password to the safe room, causing him to regain consciousness. These two were sitting inside watching all this with the help of cameras. Looking at all these situations, John calls them to take the help of Lois Security Company. They blast all people's mobiles with a special device, and in the meantime, they both leave there. Lois Security Company had reached there, but they refused to take June along. Katie doesn't want to go without him under any circumstances, so they say yes. Soon they reach Lewis's office, where Lewis gives Katie a new mobile and asks her to sign an agreement for 30% of the prize money for her safety. And then they both go to the medical room for treatment, where John suddenly remembers that Lewis is not a good person. And anything he can do for money, he must take the full amount by hitting lottery winners. Lewis wants to take Katie away with a face mask, but Katie didn't want to leave without John under any circumstances. That's why Katie attacks Lewis. John opens the shutter by pressing the button and fires the gun at the guard. No one recognizes Katie because of her new mask. John tells Katie to run away and decides to confront the guard himself. Katie takes the car and leaves there. Lewis's guards capture John and threaten Katie at gunpoint to kill John if she doesn't return. John tells Katie to keep running, but she does not want to lose a good friend in any case, so she leaves to reach the place told by Lewis. Jack and Lewis were both previously in the security forces, but Lewis tells John that money is everything in that last raid, where all of our teammates were killed. I got a lot of gold from that mission. And that's why I'm so rich today. John is very surprised to hear that you killed all your comrades for gold. Meanwhile, Katie reaches there and asks Louis to leave John. Louis says you are in no condition to make any demand from me. Then she says that if you kill me, you will get all the lottery money. But if I kill myself, nobody will get anything. But Louis is not averse to abandoning John in any case. Katie gives a long and wide lecture that she has nothing to lose, no family, no friends, and no parents. Only one true friend, John, who she found today. She will give her life to save him. And now she will take her own life. But Louis wasn't giving in anyway. Katie was playing it all live. As soon as Louis finds out that Katie is uploading it all on social media, her true nature will come out. Louis agrees to surrender and gives John the keys to unlock it. Katie kicks Louis as he grabs keys and he falls off the stage. The whole city was watching Katie live. That's why many people come to the hall to save Katie and many to kill her. While running, Louis grabs Katie again and is about to shoot her with a gun when a policeman comes there and they both start fighting. At the same time, all the other hunters of the city also reach there. John was still tied to the chair. He starts fighting with them all. And finally, with the help of Katie, he unties his hands and begins to take revenge for himself and his friends from Louis. Shady was also there to kill Katie with a katana. After knocking him unconscious, Katie climbs the statue to save her life. The bus lady and more people start climbing the statue to kill her. John tells Katie that there are only 2 minutes left. He removes all the steps leading to the statue. Louis's guards have also arrived. Louis tells the guard to shoot Katie. John stops them, but he cannot stop them for long. They capture June. Louis makes a big jump and climbs the statue and starts hitting it. At the same time, Katie takes out the pin of the bomb lying in his pocket. And she herself jumps from there. There is an explosion and Louis is killed. Meanwhile, all the people who loved Louis pull down a giant cloth to save him, which saves them, and finally the lottery time runs out. Katie decides to give John 50% for his loyalty. June is overjoyed, and along comes the lottery team. 6 months later, Katie opens a fake karate school, a security company, and a Ninja Trotter pizza shop where DJ and Shady are also training. And this is the end of the movie. I hope you like my movie explanation. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel.